Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Jake, you're stinky. Jake, you're stinky. You finished a book, Em? She even messaged me on WhatsApp when she said she finished a book. I just put the eyebrow, one eyebrow up emoji. First looking at her. I was like, huh? That's not you. What have you done? What have you done with my sis? What is this? Yeah, she actually read a book. Hello, hello, Phoenix, hello. How we doing? How we doing? You're super duper stinky, Jake. You're super duper stinky. Wow. I leave her for 2 seconds and she's meowing her head off. I've only gone up a flight of stairs. Seriously. And she's like, it's the end of the world. Where's she gone? Where's she gone? Where winds meet. Where winds meet. It sounds familiar, but I can't. For some reason, I can't place it on me for some reason. It sounds familiar, but I cannot place it in my brain right now. Anyway, I will be playing today Cinderella Phenomenon, which is a visual novel. And I will not be distracted this time, because last time I played it, I got distraction no jitsu'd beyond belief, where I was sat there for 4 hours. I hadn't even gotten through the prologue. Yeah, sure, Jake. You totally weren't part of the cause. Nothing beats a jitsu holiday. Right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. Yes. They're gonna keep doing it. They're gonna keep doing it, Phoenix. Let me tell you, the amount of times I had to stop and start again because of Em and Jake. The last time I played this, you have absolutely no idea. Right, let me just do something real quick. Right. Okay. Are we ready? Are y'all ready, kids? Cinderella Phenomenon. Am I in the way of anything? I don't think I would be. But yes. Now, I did delete my previous gameplay for the start of the game because I wanted a refresh. I just wanted a whole new start of the whole game. And I have not actually once fully completed this game, so I'm like, I'm getting really annoyed that I'm not. Would you like a refresh of the basics of play? And no, I don't need the tutorial. I already know. Click. I do clickies. I do clicky stuff. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals. I can't even go a sentence without you doing something. I will not be distracted. One was the crystallum Lucius. I'm guessing that's Lucius or Lucis. Protected by the ruler of the fairies. The other was the crystallum Tenebrarum, which was watched over by the High Leader of the Witches.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Jake, I will throw you out a window. Please. The Lucis weather was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. The Tenebrarum by fear, anger, and hatred. The fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the powers of the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Mimi. Mimi. I love Mimi. Hey, why are you meowing? Then, one day, a travelling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious and true love was a usual reward. The fairy tales spread further than could have ever been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true and that the magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The High Leader of the Witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You think we are wicked? So be it. Just as you have taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witch used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucifer, sought to regain peace. But the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans, who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the Tenebrarum bearer, the High Leader of the Witches, was finally defeated. The Tenebrarum was lost, peace was restored, and the light once triumphant again. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient, for when its time will inevitably return. Right, we get to name our little character. And I've got a distraction by my feet, let me tell you. Mimi. Hello, Mimi. What are you doing? Have to pay attention to the Mimi by my feet. There we go. There we go. That's my name. that is, we are in the prologue, Ice Princess. I'm always gonna butcher these names, so don't slash me for this. It's all going. Always gonna butcher anyone's names. So if I pronounce something wrong, shush. It's now their name. It's now their name. My name is AuburnASL, Britain, daughter of King Gennaro, Britain the Third, or Brighton. Would it be Brighton or Britain? It's Britton. Railia, Riella, Railia. Whatever. Oh, hello, Ink. Hello, welcome in. Hello. I don't know, I can't read, that's why you do it for me. No, double T is like how we say Britain. Right? Okay. Continue. I'm being told to continue reading by Ink. Okay. If you wanna see if you wanna see the what I'm actually playing, it's on my Twitch, and I'm also cross streaming. If you want to see what the hell I'm reading. No, continue now. Okay. I am the crown princess of the kingdom of Angela, and oh my god, these names. Angielle. Something. I already messed up. I'm just gonna keep saying the kingdom because my brain will fizzle out every time I try and say that. Angela Ellie. Yeah, it's not helping. At least that was who I used to be. But that was before yesterday, when I became a victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. Choi, hello, welcome in. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Dyslexia at its finest, yes. The kingdom, dom. The brain's yes. Now I am nothing more than a lowly peasant. Oh no, diddums. Welcome to the rest of the family. Welcome to the rest of us. I feel like I am stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It had started out like any other day. Maid A, or just one of the maids. Have you heard? Another person was cursed. I'm on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand. These two are always slacking off again. Maid B. That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it? Maid A. They say it was Pinocchio. Maid B. Pinocchio, the fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful. Maid A. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches are up to something again? Maid B. I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated. Me, or Auburn. You two were hired to work, not talk. Maid A. We're sorry, Your Highness. I was about to say princess. It says Your Highness. I can't read, apparently. Auburn. As you can only be expected from the likes of them. Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects, even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. The kingdom would be better off without the dead weight. If it were up to Mother, the cursed would have been banished from the kingdom the instant they fell prey to it. But Mother is not here anymore. And she will not come back, ever. Maid. Princess, the king and queen are waiting for you in the dining hall. I'm on my way. How fast do I read? Not that long, actually. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of confetti. I don't read that quickly. Am I going too fast? Let me know if I'm going too fast. The king, Ophelia and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence. Good morning, Auburn. This is the king. Good morning, Your Majesty. Ophelia. Good morning, Auburn. Silence. Silence from me. Silence. The king. Auburn. Me. Ophelia. She looks very sad that I didn't address her. Ophelia Widensov. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. She could never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to Mother. I take my seat next to the king, then I look up at the person sitting opposite me. Rod Benedict Widensov. My stepbrother is bored and quiet as usual. He is 2 years my junior and is the younger of Ophelia's children. He is mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It was apparently given to him by a fairy. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with. But his older sister. My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She is probably the most infuriating person I have ever had the displeasure of knowing. In she comes. Emmeline. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time. Auburn. And here she is. Emmeline. Good morning, dear father. Mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Auburn. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Emmeline Widensov, Rod's older sister and my stepsister. She acts as if we are blood. As if we are if she too were born a princess. As if she could be crown princess, perhaps steal my place. I will never let that happen. Now that everyone is here, now that everyone is here, let us begin. Butlers glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast. So, Emmeline, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you? Thank you. I was literally about to hydrate, Em. Thank you. Well. Emmeline. Oh yes, there are so many and they are all so wonderful. Thank you so much, Father. King. Gennaro. I am happy that you like them. Emmeline, I love them. It's so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with. Auburn, that is because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned. Emmeline, but why? They are such charming stories. Auburn, fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. And when their wishes do not come true to fruition, exactly as they wanted them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. King Gennaro. What are you implying about the witches, Auburn? The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room growing heavy. I continue to eat. Auburn. Perhaps the witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall. Preach. Sorry. King. Have you any idea what you're talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over the kingdom. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone. And so, I could not bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent? King Gennaro, our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild the kingdom after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about Auburn. Leave Mother out of this. Ophelia, dear, please. Auburn, darling, your father didn't mean to... Auburn, I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy. Ophelia, I? King Gennaro, Auburn, will you show your mother respect? She is not my mother. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I am done. Excuse me. My father and I have never got on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king. It has been 17 years and I have never felt any love from him. He treats Emmeline and Rod, who only entered our lives 1 year ago, like his own children. Better than he's ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here. Man, why the sour face so early in the morning, princess? Fish, hello. Man, let me guess. It's the king, the queen, or Princess Emmeline? Or is it all of them? I ignore his question. Auburn, Fritz, what are you doing here so early? Fritz, I'm running some errands for my father. Fitzgerald Aidan Leverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Caldera, or whatever that is. His father, Sir Alcaster, has served the royal family for many years. Sir Alcaster is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honour of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. Auburn. You should wait in the throne room then. Fritz, thank you. Princess? Yes? You know, I haven't seen you smile once since I met you. Why is that any of importance? Still, I do hope to see you with a smile one day, Princess. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you at 10. 10? Don't tell me you've forgotten. Forgotten what? You're going to town today, remember? I deflate as the realization dawns upon me. It has been 2 days since the king issued the order. A little bit of a backstory. King, Auburn, I would like you to accompany Emmeline on one of her town outings. Surely you could send maids with her instead? I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with her maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister. Sister. She is your sister, and you will treat her and Rod as if they were your own blood. 2 days from now, you are going to accompany Emmeline outside. It has been 4 years since you last left the palace. Ever since then, you've locked yourself away, you barely leave your room. The kingdom was in the grip of war back then, but now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful the kingdom really is. Auburn. Oswald with sleepless stash. Jesus Christ. Hello, Bernd. Hello, welcome in. Auburn. A princess must know her kingdom. Go with Emmeline. She will show you the town that you only ever see through your windows. Is that an order? If it needs to be. Are we clear? Auburn. Understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, and the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I am safe here. Princess, are you alright? It won't be that bad. The townsfolk are good people. How can you be so sure? Times have changed. People change. That is precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end. Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. If you'll excuse me, I shall see you later. As a dot, hello, welcome in. What's with the dot? What's with the dot? Well, it's time to drink. No, do not bombard me with goddamn water. Stop it. Auburn. What kind of emote is that? It looks like the meme of the guy at what is it, football? I can't remember what thing. It just pans to him and he's just got his hands on his hips. He's just looking at the camera. I have drunk the water. Okay. Auburn. Delora. Do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I wish you could talk to me. You and the others. My dolls are one of my only friends. They are the only ones I can trust. I asked for it to be in that pose so you can judge people. Unlike humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. The moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was so different, so elegant and realistic. It was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only started receiving dolls from him when Mother passed away. Mother does not believe in birthday celebrations, but every year at midnight, a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room filled with gifts, cakes and sweets. A child's dream. I'd been fascinated by the dolls, which had always held a little greeting card. A card with the words "I love you" on it, signed by M. The card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared. In her own way. The secret celebrations had stopped as soon as she had disappeared. There's a knock at the door. Yes. Hydrate and eat. Yes. I'm gonna stretch. Hang on. Okay. Maid. Excuse me, Your Highness. The king has requested your presence. Go, bruh. No distractions. Oh, but this better not be another lecture. Tell him I'm on my way. I will see you later, Delora. Man, oh. Good morning, Your Highness. Sir Mithras? Sir Mithras, the royal advisor. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sir Alcaster. Every day you look more and more like your mother. I sometimes find Sir Mithras talking to Mother's portrait when he thinks no one is looking. Damn, simp! It was... Sorry. He must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. Damn. There is something about him that puts me on edge. Are you on your way, Mithras? Are you on your way to see the king? I shall not keep you then. Until our next meeting, dear princess. Oh, Your Majesty. King Gennaro. But are you ready? King, you will enjoy this, Auburn. I've heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. This will be good for you. You will get to know your sister bear, and you will be able to interact with and learn about the people of the kingdom, about our subjects. Auburn, I will not learn anything I do not already know. King Gennaro, why do you always believe that people around you are incapable of good? Auburn, because I've seen how quickly people will betray and manipulate each other just to get what they want. Mother warned me about human nature. King Gennaro, you do not see clearly, Auburn. If you would only open your eyes, you would be able to see how good people really are. Auburn, I believe I am already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I've seen that there is no good in you. King Gennaro, Auburn, Auburn, where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Back then, I've been overflowing with grief and pain. I just lost Mother, my entire world. I would hope that maybe then he would have shown me love and compassion, even just a hug to let me know someone was there. It had been a childish hope. I had been left alone. I did not see him for months. Had barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. This is what you have taught me, Your Majesty. King Gennaro. I know that I've hurt you. I know that there is nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, Ophelia and her children are not part of that. They do not deserve to be hated. Oh, but in the end, they still matter more to him than I ever did. King Gennaro. Auburn, enough. I've already said I will go. The King. Everyone is waiting outside. I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years. Auburn, it will be okay. How can you be so sure? Thank you for agreeing to accompany Emmeline. I would not disobey an order from the King. Excuse me. We are now in the shop. Girl, hello, how can I help? Emmeline, is that supposed to be Victoria? Or Vioricia? My brain short-circuited at her name. The shop owner. Viorica. Vioricia? I'm guessing. Viorica. Why can't it just be Victoria? I'm just calling her shop lady. Shop owner. Princess Emmeline, how good to see you. I trail Emmeline, ignoring her as she embraces her friend. I glance around the small shop. The dolls displayed are nowhere near the quality of the ones in my room. I cannot understand why Emmeline insists she buys gifts from her friend here. I cannot believe I'm outside the palace. Fritz, there is no need to be so tense, princess. I would never let anything happen to you. You're my only job. Your only job is to relax and enjoy yourself. You ask the impossible of me. There is no, Emmeline, there is no need to be formal, shop owner. I'm still the same as I was. Oh yes, Rod came along as well. Rod, it's been a while. Shop owner. Shop owner, it's good to see you again too, Rod. Emmeline, I must introduce you to Her Highness, the Crown Princess Auburn. Shock and dismay. The look on the I was about to say pet shop. What the hell? Look on the shop owner's face as she takes a step back from me is all too familiar. Fear. My apologies for being so rude, Your Highness. Good morning. Emmeline, And this is Sir Fitzgerald, Sir Alcaster's son. Fritz, it's a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Shop owner, oh, so you're Sir Fitzgerald? You really are as handsome as Emmeline described her in her letters. And Fritz, I'm sorry? Emmeline, please don't mind us, Sir Fitzgerald, please. Shop owner, oh, I'm sorry, Emmeline. Fritz, right. Shop owner, so, what brings you all the way here? Emmeline, oh, I'm here to get some toys, gifts for some new friends. Toys from here? Are you sure? Of course I am. I cross my arms. Auburn. The way you just quickly say shop owner. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce her name. I'm gonna sit there for like 3 hours just to pronounce her name. Why couldn't it have been an easier name to pronounce? You tell me, you tell me. I'll just go shop owner, shop owner, shop owner. I would prefer we finish this errand as quickly as possible. Shop owner. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Fritz, Princess? Auburn, I can barely breathe in here. I just want to go back to the palace. In comes in a new lady. Any quicker, she'll turn into MJ Shamon. Woo! There's actually a like horror game for Michael Jackson. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's on Steam or anything, but it's like a Michael Jackson horror, and I've literally seen one clip of it, and it's hilarious. But yes, going back to this beautiful lady that has just walked in. Good morning. Everyone is just in shock. Up until this point, I had always considered Mother to be the fairest beauty in the land. The lady that walks in proves me wrong. Her beauty is mesmerising and clearly without peer. Everyone in the shop is openly staring. Shop owner, oh, you're early today, ma'am. The lady. I have some important errands to run later today. Are the items ready now? Shop owner, of course. Let me go fetch them for you. I'll just be one moment, Emmeline. Auburn, why is she smiling at me? Shop owner, here you are, ma'am. Lady, thank you. And off she goes. It's your boy Karma, yes, it's your boy Karma. Emmeline, that lady was beautiful. Shop owner, right? Any girl standing next to her becomes hopelessly ugly by comparison. Emmeline, who is she? Shop owner, she's new around town. Some say that she's a fairy. Oh, a fairy? Fairies had saved the kingdom from the witches 4 years ago. Everyone considered them our saviours, and yet the fairies are still unable to stop the fairy tale curse from spreading. Shop owner, here you go. Thank you so much. Emmeline, no, thank you. Shop owner, I hope to drop by again soon. Shop owner, good. I'll look forward to seeing you again. I hope to see you again soon as well, Rod. Rod, likewise. He be speaking with a stuffed animal. Auburn, leaving the palace was a bad idea. While I am out, I am the centre of attention. Some townsfolk point and stare at me. Most, however, make a point of avoiding me, like I am the plague. There are some spiteful stares, but thankfully none are nearly as intense as they were 4 years ago. Evelyn, I'm sure the townsfolk are only surprised to see you again after so many years. Oh, but right. Fitz and Rod lag behind us, which leaves only Emmeline walking beside me. Auburn, I cannot decide which is worse, the staring or her company. Emmeline, oh Auburn, look, a street performance. It's been so long since I last watched one. Auburn, street performance? Street performer boy. Good day, everyone. My name is Waltz, and I'm here to spread some happiness and magic. With a flick of the wrist, petals fly down. The boy named Waltz snapped his fingers and colourful flower petals start to rain down from the sky. Emmeline, isn't that pretty? Waltz, are those the princesses over there? It's an honour to have you in attendance. Please accept this humble gift. He snaps his fingers and white lilies appear in his hand. Look at that white lily. Emmeline, oh, thank you. The boy looks at me as if expecting some kind of reaction. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives me a weary smile. I hope to see you again during my next show. Emmeline, we'll definitely try. He gracefully bows before moving back into his area to perform more magic tricks for a gathering crowd. Emmeline, there are performers like this all around the kingdom. I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see more musicians too. Those are my favourite. Auburn, I do not intend to leave the palace again. But you don't like it out here? Rod and I grew up here. I love the kingdom, and this is my favourite part of the kingdom. I wanted to share this with you, Auburn. I know you didn't really want to come, but you still tagged along. That means a lot to me, so thank you. I did not do this for you. I am only here because the king ordered me to go with you. I just want us to be closer. I would like to try to be your friend. I don't want or need your friendship. No matter how you act around me, we are not, and will never be, sisters. I'd take care to remember that if I were you. But Rod suddenly grabs my hand, pulling me away from Emmeline. Stop. He is staring daggers at me. I think this is the first time I've ever seen him angry. Is she evil or just toxic? Well, she's been kept in a palace for mostly all of her life and only been told by one person how people deal with and how to expect what people would do and don't trust anyone, yada yada yada. It's not me, thank you very much. I mean, the inside part of staying inside is me, that's me, but I ain't that kind of level of toxic. Jesus Christ. Stretch and hydrate, please. Oh my god. I stretched and yawned. Emmeline, Rod, don't. Let me go. Both of you ought to stay away from me. I feel the heavy atmosphere as I turn to look at the people staring at us. Their expression mirrored the looks of disdain I saw many years ago. Anger. Disgust. Hatred. I began to walk away. Princess, wait! Do not follow me. Princess! I adjust my cloak, making sure my face is hidden from view. I never should have left the palace. As I walk around, I watch the people bumbling down the streets. So carefree. They work so hard for so little reward. They could work their entire lives and never have a fraction of what I have. And yet, they are happy. And Woman A, I heard a niece lost her job at the palace. Woman B, it's true, the Crown Princess Auburn made sure the poor girl was fired. I stop in my tracks at the mention of my name. Woman A, not again. A niece? Was that the name of that one maid that tore Dolores' dress? If so, my decision to fire her was justified. A palace maid cannot be clumsy. Why should I tolerate poor performance? What did I do that was so wrong? Oh my god, my voice. What did I do that was so wrong? Woman B, I know that Anise, hard-working and big-hearted, was very good with medicine. Shame she lost her job so quickly. You know how hard the Crown Princess is to please. My friend at the palace says she doesn't even smile, only goes around with that cold look on her face. Okay, yeah, I do need to change gears. That's probably why they call her the Ice Princess. Ice Princess. So all those times I heard the servants saying that, I'd always suspected they were talking about me. She's the complete opposite of our Princess Emmeline. That child's an angel. We all know she should be crown princess. Annoyance begins to simmer inside me. I cannot stand hearing any more, so I walk away. Ever since Emmeline entered my life, I am always being compared to her. And now I have become second best. I am AuburnASL Britain, whatever. Daughter of the king, and the crown princess of the kingdom. I am of royal blood. She is nothing. Fritz, there you are. Princess, you must come back with me. It's getting too late for you to remain outside. Princess? Are you alright? Are you hurt? I brush him off and turn away. No need to fuss. Let us return to the palace. Leaving the palace was physically and mentally draining. My bed is welcoming to my unusual heavy body. I turn my head and meet Delora's glassy gaze where she sits on my shelf. I left the palace today, Delora. It was the same as all those years ago. Everyone looked at me like I was... What have I ever done to deserve those looks? How can I be so hated? Ice Princess. I wish Mother was here. I look at the smiling faces of my dolls. At least I still have all of you. I yawn and stretch my arms. Good night, Delora. Voice. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Singing? But who? Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, a little star. I blink my eyes open, only to see Delora sitting right in front of me on my bed. Moonlight spills across her delicate features. How I wonder what you are. Wasn't she on the shelf with all the other dolls when I went to bed? Laura? It's almost time. I pinch my cheeks to make sure I'm not dreaming. It hurts. Only 10 minutes before the clocks strike 12. Phew. I hope you're ready, Princess. She's now a person. She shapeshifted back into a person. Wah! She's in front of me right now in my room. What? My doll just turned into a human? How? Who are you? You know who I am. I've been watching you since the day your father gave me to you. What is happening? I don't think I've ever been so confused in my life. All the answers will come with time, but right now, I'm here to give you something, Princess. Magic spell! Is this Cinderella's very own glass slipper? It is beautiful, too beautiful. Then a realization begins to dawn upon me. You're a witch. Smart girl. I knew you'd figured that out eventually. Now it's time to say goodbye to your precious crown. What? Jum, 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 jum. And the clock strikes 12. Sweet dreams, Cinderella. Yay! Woman, hey, wake up, girl. Huh? Where? Ow, my head. You have some nerve sleeping in front of my shop. Leave before a customer sees you. I was in my room. How am I here? Did you not hear what I said, you filthy child? Filthy? You would speak to your crown princess in such a manner? If you're the crown princess, then I am the queen. You must have been knocked on the head quite hard to have such grand delusions. I'm not delusional. I am AuburnASL, blood daughter of the king, and the crown princess of this kingdom. Right, the king never had a daughter with that witch. Is she referring to mother? Witch? Don't pretend to be stupid, girl. I can only stare at her puzzled. Our good king has only has stepchildren, Princess Emmeline and Prince Rod. And you are most definitely neither of them. What? Now get gone before you go sprouting out your crazy gibberish at my customers and scare them away. With a huff, she leaves me to my own rapidly turning thoughts. I quickly realise that I'm wearing tattered clothes and that I do not even have shoes on. No, this cannot be happening. Something shines against my chest and I reach up to grab it. It's the glass slipper. This is... It all floods black. Dolora being a witch. Cinderella's glass slipper. This is not a dream. Dolora gave me the fairy tale curse. My hands begin to tremble. I must return to the palace to speak with the king. We'd be running to the gates. Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Knight, sorry girl, but this palace is off limits to uninvited guests. You do not understand. I'm the crown princess. I must speak with my father. As loath as I am to call him that, I have to. No one will believe me if I'm addressing him by title. Knight B, you best leave now, nice and quiet, before we have to force you. If you would only... Make way for the king. Make way for the king. The gates swing open and 3 horses trot out. Soldiers ride 2 of the horses while the last horse has a different familiar rider. Father! I immediately move to block the path of his horse. The soldiers move to hold me back. Your Majesty! The king. What is this? Your Majesty, this girl is claiming to be your daughter. Daughter? Both my stepchildren are in the palace right now. What? Even father is a part of this? Father, you must help me. A witch has cursed me. For once in your life, just once. Help me. You must believe me. Tell me, where is your family, child? Why are you all alone? He looks at me with pity in his eyes. He's looking at me more kindly as a peasant than he ever did when I was the crown princess and his daughter. I recoil. You must be hungry. Take this. He gives us a little coin pouch. This should feed you and your family for a day or 2. The kingdom offers work opportunities for those who need them. Please let your parents know. I do not want your pity, father. Please escort this girl back to her home. Make sure she gets there safely. At once, your majesty. I watch as my father and his 2 guards ride away on their horses, leaving me to stand in their dust. He left me alone. Again. Where is your home, girl? There is nowhere left for me to go. Father has forgotten me. Leave me. Now look here, our orders were to leave me alone. Suit yourself. Can't say we didn't try. Don't cause any more scenes, little girl. I watch with blurry eyes as the soldiers return to the palace. How can this be happening? I stare at the small pouch in my hands. I don't know what hurts more. The fact that I have just been unceremoniously paraded away from my home like I'm nothing more than a piece of garbage, or the fact that my own father does not recognise me. Oh look, at that girl's hideous dress. How difficult it is to be poor. Damn. I clutch the pouch close to my chest as I run to an empty alleyway. I hide in the corner, trying to become as small as possible. I squeeze my eyes shut, hoping that when I next open them, everything will be back to normal. dream. Mother, no matter what happens, you must not leave the palace. Why? The world is cruel. People will only ever hurt you. But they are always so nice to me. That is only because you are the crown princess. They will only ever think of what they can take from you. I'm trying to protect you, my love. That is why you must never leave the palace. Never leave, mother. I'm the only one who will ever love you so much. Do you understand? I understand. Chapter 1! Yay, the marching. When I open my eyes, I am still on the streets. I must have fallen asleep. But the nightmare continues. I am cold in my rags. I hold myself for warmth, willing some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked with dirt that I have gathered from walking barefoot around town. Noblewoman A. Well, there's a frightful sight. Beggar probably thought she could try her luck with the nobility that live around here. Ah, just look at how ragged she looks. Noblewoman, what are you looking at? At two women that lack the basic manners of a noble upbringing. Silence, girl. Do you know who you're talking to? No, and I don't care. What nerve. Let's just go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I will remember you. I will remember this. Your actions have consequences. And once I break this curse, I'll make you regret your words. I became acutely aware of the fact that I have not eaten anything for almost a day. I've been sitting here thinking of the new mess that is my life. But moping around will not break my curse. Crying will not help either. I should find that witch first, but how? I have no idea where she is. Laura. I swear I'll make you regret doing this to me when I find you. I will find food first. I've got a little coin pouch. This is all the king thinks I am worth. Leave go, a dirty peasant like you has no place in this restaurant. But why? I can pay. Find another place. You're scaring away my customers. Am I not a customer? Shoot, there is nothing for you here. He just swayed me away like a fly. The nerve. Sensing that this will get me nowhere, I ball my hands into a fist and walk away. I get the same treatment at the next 3 restaurants I try. I am treated as nothing less than dirt, like my money has no real value. I am the crown princess. They have no right to turn me away like this. I have been eating stale bread. Anything to keep the hunger at bay. The bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There are croissants on display that make my mouth water. Slowly I begin to make my way over there. Ow. My feet ache with every step. They look and feel worse than ever before. I've only had enough coins for a pair of shoes. But food is more important. If the rags that I am wearing and the pouch of money are all that I have, then I need to prioritize. And I will die before I beg. 2 croissants. You'll need to pay, girl. There are no free handouts here. For my pouch and hand it to her. This should be more than enough. The shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants in her bag. I will not ask where you got those coins. Are you implying that I stole them? How else would a beggar like you get that amount of coin? Now be off with you, child. I won't have you scaring away any of my customers. Without another word, I turn and start to walk away from the woman. So this is the goodness of the people of the kingdom. I take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness. Hey girl, what up? What now? We saw you at the shop. Want to share how you got your coins there? Excuse me? Look at her brushing us off like she's royalty or something. Let me go. You ain't no better than us. Now, be a good girl and hand over that pouch. The man on my left grabs at my pouch and attempts to yank it away from me. I will not let these brutes take anything from me. I elbow the man in the stomach, then I aim a kick at the other man's shin. I have an opening and I take it. What? I pull myself free and begin to run as fast as I can. Hey! Where do I go? I'm not familiar with these streets at all. It's highly likely I'm just going to hit a dead end. Where should I go? Our first choice. Do we go left or do we go right? Actually, let me save. Do we go left? Do we go right? Options, people. Choices, people, choices. Do we go left or right? La, la, la. Right? We wanting to go right? Right? That's 2 for right. I know damn well why M wants to go right. Better to write. Since it's medieval, it's better to write. Okay, we're all going right? Alright then, we're going right. Boy, hey, this way. Ducky! Hello, Ducky. You're... No time to talk, princess. I don't even know who I am. There's another one. Stop running, you two. Come on. The boy grabbed... Don't know what you... you don't know what I'm referring to. The boy grabs my wrist and pulls me after him. He takes off with a sudden burst of speed, and then I am running even faster than I just was. I'm not entirely convinced following him is a good idea, but at least the boy seems to have a better sense of direction than me. Our running causes rocks in the pathway to come loose, and before I notice them in the pathway, I step down hard on one. A sharp pain shoots up from my foot and I collapse on the ground. It hurts. Princess! I try to stand, but the pain in my feet is unbearable. I fall back down to the dirt with a gasp. I can't. We got you now. Just hand over your coins and neither of you will get hurt. I won't let you touch her. Ha, says the little boy. Well, well, well. What is this ghastly sight before me? 2 adults threatening a child and a lady? Oh, very ungentlemanly. Man A, what are the likes of you even doing around this neighborhood? You're asking me to get fleeced? Ask him, perhaps I'm in the mood for a scuffle. He's got a sword. He's got a stabby. This is a new game? It's not actually. I've had this for a bit actually. Ducky with the dream streak, tinkle tinkle. The nobleman brandishes his sword, his expression confident, maybe even cocky. Show me what you've got, sirs. And please, don't bore me. Who are these people? I ain't dealing with this for the money. He's got a sword. What? Come back here, you coward. The 2 of us can take him. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. This is way too much trouble for a little gold. Bye bye, have a great time. As you run away. Well, you're late. Sorry, kid. You know how hard it is for me to be invisible around here? Wait, what did you just call me? Addie, small one. These two know each other. He's got a sword. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding and my feet feel simultaneously like they are frozen and on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with vengeance. My body feels light. Hey, princess? Princess! Calm down. Parfait will be able to help her. But for now, we need to move before anyone else sees us. Yeah. Don't worry. You're safe now. A little bling. That little thing in the corner up here means we made a decision or a thingy for a certain character. I don't know which one it is actually. It was blue. They correspond to the different characters. I swear blue is Waltz. I don't actually know if, because it's red for Karma, I think. Everything is fading. A dream? Mother, what is that in your dead hands? Dead hand? What the hell? What is that in your hands? It was hurt. I just wanted to help, but it died. It's all my fault. It is not your fault, my love. It died because it was weak. But this is the world. Only the strong survive. The weak get cast aside to die. You are not weak. You are strong, my crown princess. And you do not cry. Now wipe your tears. I don't want to see you cry again. Do you understand? Yes. Now get rid of that thing and wash your hands. Did you not hear me, child? Yes, mother. Me. I got a dead bird in our hands. Jesus. Go. Oh, you're awake. Where am I? Well, this isn't my room. My hand flies to my chest, where the little glass slipper hangs from my neck. Still here. Are you okay, miss? This girl is the maid that tore Dolores' dress. The one I fired for her clumsiness. Miss? To think that I would ever meet her again here like this. Leave me alone. Right, of course. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Now what? Haven't thought at all, have you, princess? You! Suddenly, there she is. Dolores stands before me with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. She is... Oh, I pressed the wrong button, I'm sorry. She is the cause of everything I have been through. All the pain, heartache and hunger. It is all her fault. I tried to stand, thinking to give the witch a piece of my mind, but as soon as my feet touch the floor, pain shoots up my legs. I end up falling back to the bed. Ow! You should be more careful. Oh, sorry. You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days. 2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? I am suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse. Now. Huh? Do you think you can just command me to remove the curse in your best princess voice? What do you want? Gold? What I want is worth more than all the gold you could summon in the kingdom, princess. Besides, haven't you read your fairy tales? The caster cannot take a curse back. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life back. Mother burned the books before I could read more than 1 or 2 of them. I do not think either involved curses. Just genies and trading away your voice for legs. Ah, it's good to... Oh my god, I can't even... Apparently I can't read that line. Good. Ah, it is good that you're awake, princess. Parfait, should you really be up and about? Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better. Are you a witch as well? Oh no, my name is Parfait and I'm a fairy. A witch and fairy in one room? Being friendly with one another? Impossible. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess? What is going on? I'm sure you have many questions, princess. Hydrate, we've got to hydrate. How do you know I'm the princess? Don't be silly, she's a fairy, of course she knows. I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions. I don't even know where to start. What would you like to know? Right, there are a couple of things here. This is just more description or just more finding out, just questions. There's not really a specific choice, or there's no question, or you have no questions. I can skip this because I've done it beforehand. But does anyone want to know any, or want me to pick one at all? We've got why was I cursed? How do I break the curse? What happens if I don't break the curse? Why are you two working together? Or I have no questions. This doesn't lead to anything, it's just more understanding or just asking them questions. It doesn't lead to anything. Anyone want to ask a question? Question? Ask them all extra dialogue. Oh, for God's sake. Why? Why you do this to me? Why am I... Why was I cursed? Seriously? You're really gonna ask that? I wouldn't have asked if I knew the answer. You have such a temper on you. Very well. This one's got a simple answer. It's because you're a cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserved to be punished. Delora. A curse is the only way to force you to change your horrid ways. Delora, you could have put that more nicely. I'm pretty sure I was already being nice. Change? Why do I need to change? You are completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people. The coldness you show to your stepfamily and your father. The way you treat Princess Emmeline. Why would they need to be treated any differently? You need to prove that you have some goodness in you, princess. Some smidge of kindness. Why? People only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant they get what they want, they'll just throw you away. What else would you like to know? How do I break the curse? The necklace you've got is one of Cinderella's glass slippers. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper to complete the pair. And how do I do that? By doing 3 good deeds. What? It's a very easy thing to do. At least for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds? What does that even mean? I wouldn't even know where to start. Take heart, princess. Goodness is innate in everyone. Are you sure that's the case with this one? Delora, you are not helping. I'm a witch, and I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body. Now you're just being mean. For every good deed you accomplish, you will get a piece of the glass slipper. When you've gotten all 3, you'll complete the pair and the curse will break. Simple. I suggest you start by polishing that attitude of yours. What else would you like to know? What happens if I don't break the curse? I think you know the answer to that one already, Princess. Basically, our life will stay the same. Why are you two working together? To answer that, I'll have to give you a bit of a history lesson. Oh, I've got this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. Dramatics aside, there was one crystal in the kingdom called the Crystallum Lucis. It was powered by happiness and love. The other crystal, Tenebrarum, powered by fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is the Tenebrarum bearer. The strongest of the fairies is the Lucis bearer. Parfait is the Lucis bearer. I take in Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. She is the strongest fairy? The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my burden. What does a bearer do? The bearer regulates the energy of the crystals and keep the balance between darkness and light. For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. Until a certain human decided to be a pest. Who was he? I knew him as Hans Gabriel Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales. And he started the feud between the witches and the fairies. In the process, how could a single person have so much power? It was the power of his words. In Grimm's stories, the witches were always evil, and humans naturally grew to fear and hate them. They began to hunt them. Didn't the witches fight back? We aren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. But that all changed when the Tenebrarum bearer decided revenge was more important than our promise. The witches took over the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger to fill the human heart with negative emotions. All to fuel the power of the Tenebrarum. The delicate balance of harmony between the crystals was broken. The witches and the Tenebrarum grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight. And then the Great War happened. The Tenebrarum bearer was eventually defeated. The Great War was ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. The good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of having any kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that there are good witches? The Tenebrarum can poison our heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the Tenebrarum, in maintaining harmony. Some inevitably are corrupted. Many good witches were corrupted during the war. Most have remained that way. Many do not believe it, but witches can also be just as kind as the fairies. And yet it wasn't a fairy that cursed me. I've done good by cursing you, princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it. Delora was not corrupted by the Tenebrarum. She is good as they come. Hopefully you'll come to see that for yourself. I doubt it. Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait? I keep saying Parfait. Is it Parfait? Oh, but I just keep calling it a parfait, like a pastry. And I are working together because we have a common goal. Which is to restore the balance between darkness and light. 3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't she just go to a ball and find a prince? What's that? What does doing good have to do with that? Going to a ball, finding a prince, is so old-fashioned, no fun in that. Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others, even when they are cruel to her. Anyway, I've brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. We'll be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like you to meet. I could not believe this. I looked down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while sore, they are nowhere near as painful as they had been 2 days before. God, here's some salve I made for you. It will help with the pain. Why would she even care? Was the reason she lost her job at the palace? I was the reason that she lost the job at the palace. She probably doesn't even remember me as the princess, but still, she has no reason to do such things for me. I ignore the salve for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk over to the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones that I wear in the palace, but still, it is far improved from my rags. All my life, I have never had to lift a finger, and now, I will not let them see how much they have rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I'll free myself from this curse. What is this place? There are several people in the room chatting amiably with each other. Fancy word. I noticed the girl that had left me the salve by the counter serving drinks. But as soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls into immediate silence. Well, look what we have here, the Ice Princess herself. Huh? They know who I am? I didn't think it was true. Cursed for her cold-heartedness. As to be expected. You remember who I am? And yet you still treat me like this. Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Everyone, please, you shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologise. They mean no offence. I cannot believe that. Not when the people parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gazes. What is this place? Welcome to the March-in Tavern, a home for those with a fairy tale curse. You make it sound like some kind of holiday house. Nothing beats a shit. No, I'm kidding. Don't ruin my moment, Delora. March-in Tavern? The March-in Tavern was built 3 years ago when the number of cursed in the kingdom continued to rise. How did that get modded? Hang on. No, I will not. The goal is to gather those affected, so they might help each other break the curse. Just say that to everyone else. Say that to everyone else, not me. Of course, I'm also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place. Most of the people here are cursed? How come these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you are the crown princess. But because these people are here, oh my god. But because these people here are cursed, they still remember your title. It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected. Come, princess, let me introduce you to a few boarders we have at the March-in. Parfait beckons the serving girl over. This is Anise. She helps out in the march and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Don't you worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what this ice princess did to you. Huh? I have nothing to apologise for. Clumsiness does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary. Well, it's nice to meet you, Princess. I'm Anise Willowy. Okay. I hope we get along. Really? This is how you're going to start doing good? I don't believe I asked your opinion. Please, you two, no fighting. I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me to two people those faces are incredibly familiar. They are faces I've seen in the palace before. This is Jurian and Garland. Street. Got a street. Oh. Street. Caparage. Yes. Thank you for the care package. How did you know? Both of you were in the Order of Caldera. That's right. They were two of Sir Alcaster's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. Connor, what are you doing? You stinky, you stinky. I only found out recently that it was because they acted against Sir Alcaster's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonourably discharged from service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. They and Denise are exceptions, and are allowed in the tavern without the curse. Jurian and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the Marchen. Protect? From the witches, they do anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I'm an exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting the good part. Remember, not all witches are evil. Your curse is a test. A test. Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson or two, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. Well, to do that, you'll have to break the curse. Try and make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse. Oh, and I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be friendly. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. Connor, thank you for lacking. You stinky. You stinky. The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I'm alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust, contempt. As if I'm the reason they are cursed and have to take refuge in the Marchen in the first place. Make friends? All I've ever had are my dolls. I've never needed friends. I will break the curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. His hands clench and unclench into fists and glares at me potently. Jurian and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man. You know the rules. What happened in the past stays in the past. And no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the Marchen. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here. No matter, the Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. Jurian's tone is cold and firm. There is no doubt that she means what she says. So these are the great knights of the Order of Caldera. The march-in begins to settle down, and everyone eventually goes back to their conversation of meals. I walk toward an empty table, realizing that I am being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my own thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow, when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people who treated me with any respect were Anise, Duran and Garland. Is it because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the march-in was not a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds. How am I supposed to complete 3 when I do not know if I can even accomplish 1? Look who it is! Look who it is! And a beautiful lady again. May I join you? I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop. Ah, yes. I was there picking up some items for a friend. I'm humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma? A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Waltz, Karma, your narcissism is going to scare the princess away. Oh. You are the magician boy. Boy? Oh, how appropriate, boy. Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. You would hit a lady? How savage. Anyway, I'm Waltz Cresswell. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, princess? What's your fairy tale curse? No, Phoenix. He. You've already met him. Does everyone share what their curse is? We talk about it freely in the march, and the whole point is helping each other break our curses after all. Hard to do if we keep our fairy tales quiet. He pauses, then narrows his eyes slightly. Well, some people keep their fairy tales a secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break the curse? I've been told a few have. A few? That's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curses can be broken. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to it and talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh goodness, Cinderella? That explains the nature of your curse. Only it has been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You really are better off ignoring him, princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. He? Princess! Parfait's voice takes me by surprise. I didn't even notice her entering the room again. May I speak with you? I'd like you to meet someone though. I'm sure you already know him quite well. Rod! It's Rod, our stepbrother. Rod. So you really are cursed. I was one that gave Sebi. Sebi is... Oh, sorry. Return. Back, hang on. Let me go back. Sebi is this little plush toy. right here that speaks for Rod because he's been cursed as well. I was the one that gave Sebi to Rod so that he'd have somewhere to voice his opinions. Sebi? Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? It's nice to meet you, princess. Sebi's voice changes when it greets me. The tone is oh my god, if I can speak. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that is what's Rod. Oh my god, why am I fumbling at this goddamn sentence? The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that is what Rod's voice actually sounds like. Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean the mermaid's curse? What? That is my curse. Rod has been mute all this time because he's cursed? Does everyone else know? Obviously, they are my family. Even the king? He knows as well. So I'm the only one you've never told. I didn't think you'd particularly care either way. He is not wrong. Yeah, I cannot believe I did not know. I was left out once again. Mimi! God, yeah, Mimi. I haven't moved from my spot that you saw me like 20 minutes ago, Mimi. Hey? Mimi. Mimi. What are you doing here? I have been trying to help Rod with his curse. That is why he comes to the marching from time to time. But I don't even want... Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed. Oh my god. 2 seconds. right back. Maybe not. Hang on. Okay. I just got like a little snack and some more water because I was out. Plus my dad came up the stairs, so I was like, for God's sake. You meant to say nothing wrong. No, it's a little longer. I got a snack. Shut up. Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you are truly cursed. I wanted to see with my own eyes. With his own eyeballs, say. His own eyeballs. It was a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. An even bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder how things in the palace. Livelier, happier. Happier? I've never seen my family happier than they are now. But what if he just has no eyes instead? You're going, no, what? What? What are you yoinking his eyeballs? I'd say it's a good thing you aren't a princess anymore. I always thought that Rod didn't really care about me regardless, but this is the truth. Oh, another one. I know that this has an option. Which one shall we do? So this is how you truly feel? Or silence? Ask? Are we asking? We asking? We asking? So, I have to be cursed for you to open up about how you truly feel? The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because Emmeline didn't want me to. I'm happier too. Now that you're gone, I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. I'm going to return to the palace now.
I farted again.
Jake! Jake! Oh my god, you stanky, you stinky. I can smell it from here. I'm gone and they're all happier? Your very existence has been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happy without you. Even the king. What did I expect? Why did you bring me here? The people in the mansion, I shouldn't have left you alone in there. I'm sorry. You know how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them? Now isn't the right time to explain. When will it ever be the right time? So many things have already happened to you. I need you to be patient. Has the prince already left? Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse. Did I miss something? No. Right.
Maybe the fairy is right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me. Well, Parfait, I think it's time we get down to business. Let's get down to business. Do the V. What should we do with her? What are you talking about now? You, of course. You've got nowhere else to go, right? She is right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets in the shiver. I will do anything, so long as I don't have to go back there. The princess can stay at the march-in with me and the rest of my boarders. I'd almost forgotten what hope felt like, but you'll have to work in exchange for a room. I celebrated too soon. Work? Can't I just sit in a room on my own and loaf? Come on, for free? Loafing is free, you know. What? Magic has its limitations, just like anything else. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy. The merchant doesn't attract many customers since it's only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed and my funds are tight. I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? Are you broke, fairy? Are you a broke fairy? Yeah? Ouch, even the ice princess can tell. And yet you still take people in? That's always been how she operates. She's good-natured to a fault. I'm told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me. We all broke in this economy, okay? We will be broke. Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough to take care of yourself. Leave someone who's in need of help? I could never. And that, princess, is how goodness works. How goodness works? It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the march and do errands. The princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful. If karma can be useful, anyone can. They said useless man can be sometimes useful. I've yet to see karma be anything else but useless. Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out. It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals per a day. Oh, and shoes. Do I even have a choice? I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy. Nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. What I would give for my old bed again. For any of the comforts of home. I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait! I sit up immediately. What is going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other march and borders. Welts, durian, garland.
Oh, can we not? Oh my, can we not with the ad, please?
Bro, I'm trying to read and I get hit with a goddamn ad. Bro. Garland are sitting on the settee looking anxious. What's happening? Sorry, did we wake you? No, but the noises Glara was making would have woken the dead. Duran and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. Bonk. Bonk. We brought him here. An injured man? Wait. What were you doing outside? It's almost 1 in the morning. Nothing you need to worry about. Lady Parfait and Anise are tending to the man now. These people, they will just help anyone they find on the streets. What if this man is dangerous? Do you think the witch has got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. She says that she expects him to wake soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Anise has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would never have been asked to do this in the palace. Goodness, what that poor tray done to you to deserve that look? I must say, it's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you're going, just bring this tray up yourself. You are not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Auburn. Come on now, our guest must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Delora to the spare room the man had been put in. Come in. Rumple. I think. I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise he looks young, probably in his early 20s. He seems lost in reverie, and he stares at a small notebook. Good morning, good to see you're awake and breathing. The man looks up at her when she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that? Am I dead? What? I'm in heaven, or maybe. Hello, hello, welcome in, Rar. You two are angels that have fallen out of it. I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you lovely ladies? Ah, you could join me on this bed. It's very comfortable and there's plenty of room for the both of you. I'll follow your lead on this one, princess. Princess? Ah, of course, such a beautiful lady could only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold up that tray. I know there's a thingy. I know which one it is. We've got a choice. Throw the tray at him or stay silent. Throw the tray at him. Are we throwing the tray at him? And violence. We throwing it? Streech. The double stretch, yes. The double stretch. Right. We throwing it at him? We throwing it? Ready? We throw. Can I throw the tray at him? Look at my angry face. I've got those little angry marks. Chuck it. I don't think we actually do that. Can I throw the tray at him? I'm tempted to let you. Feisty as well. Oh, be still my beating heart. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, he liked that, yeah. Yeet. Yeet. He liked that option. I think the yeet is welcome in this time, yes. Yeet that tray. Huh? You... Oh, he's awake. Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle this perfection of three of you at once. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Some lady decided she'd had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Ducky. This guy would definitely join your stream from the feet. He would. He would definitely do that. He would definitely do that. Delora, patience. He may have not been in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head after all. The man finally stops to look at just me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard almost I want to slap him. What? You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here? If he knows, then... Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. Can only mean one thing if he recognises the ice princess. He's been cursed. He's been dilly down cursed. What's your name, good sir? I would answer any questions you ask of me, madam, but the man looks down at the notebook in his hands. I don't remember. Amnesia? I know everything about this kingdom, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin's curse. Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He's got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse? Do you remember how to break it? From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. He's got a book. He shows us the notebook he's been holding onto since we entered the room. My first memory is waking up from and holding this. I thought there would be information in here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Auburn will leave your breakfast here and will give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin. What is that fairy tale about? Delora does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. She snorts and I cross my arms, embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got the chance to read all of them? Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her away in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all the straw in the room into gold. But the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold and feared that she would be locked up forever. That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night she was given more straw to spin, and the little man appeared once again. This time she gave him her ring. On the third night the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night the girl had nothing left to give the little man, so they made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her so as long as she gave him her first child. I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place. Hush, I'm trying to tell the story here. Years passed and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, the odd little man returned to demand his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said that he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh yeah, the night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn into the forest by a sound of a little voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how nobody would ever guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He does not sound particularly smart. So agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such a tall tales. Well, the Marchen is opening now. I expect another busy day. Especially busy for you. You need to start coming up with good deeds. The amnesiac Casanova was allowed to stay in the Marchen. The amnesiac Casanova was allowed to stay at the Marchen with the other boarders. Because he still seemed capable, Parfait sent him to work as one of the Marchen servers. Annie's protests that he remained in bed fell on deaf ears. Parfait could very well throw him out, couldn't very well throw him out while knowing that he had nowhere to go. I would be incapable of showing him such kindness given all the nonsense he spouts at us. The people that frequent the Marchen began to steadily ignore me altogether, like I do not exist. It is better than the stares and the hateful looks. Rumpel, you aren't here to flirt. But this lovely lady isn't attended. Sir Rumpel, please, you're making me blush. Because the man couldn't remember his name, he fashioned one from his own curse. Rumpel. I think it suits him. I will never understand Parfait. The enormous waste of space is about as useful as karma. Speak of the devil. I've returned. Speak of the devil indeed. Did you miss me? Karma had left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of. Odd's trains in after her now, carrying several boxes in his arms. Why am I carrying these? Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day. And because gentlemen carry things for ladies. I'm going to drop them now. Those boxes contain very important contents. Welcome home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you've survived the trip once. Thank you, Anise. So this is our new housemate. We've not had the opportunity to meet. This is a mate. Right, you're gonna like this. We are all surprised when Rumpel suddenly reaches out to grab Karma's hand. My life before this moment has been a depressing monochrome. Now that you have entered my bleak existence, I see everything in beautiful blazing colour. And nothing shines more brightly, more vividly than you. Silence. I am Rumpel, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage. I stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumpel away for being a fool. But she remains eerily silent. Answer me, my angel, I beg of you. That face. Keep. Say the word and it's done. Your filthy hands off me. Is it just down back? He's down horrendous. Yes, he's down horrendous. Immediately, like, let's talk of marriage. You've literally laid eyes upon them within 2 seconds. keep your filthy hands off me. Whack. Whack. Ow. He got smacked. He got smacked into the hereafter. Not again. I would never be interested in the likes of you. Go on, lad, give him a good beating like the one you gave to me. It's just a random other man in the thing. Go on, lad, give him a good beating like the other one you gave me. My queen, there is no need for violence. Slap 2 holiday. Nothing beats a slap 2 holiday. What did you call me? Please calm down, Rumpel. It's still recovering. What is going on? Karma is a man. Doesn't take kindly to being flirted with. Or proposed to. She is a man? Yep. But your voice, your face, your breasts. Whack. And that was done by Delora. That was what you're focusing on? Pervert. I worship all aspects of the female form, but my particular favourite has always been whack. Ow. Whack. Whack. Do yourself a favour and shut up. I would never have known, but why would he do this? Don't look at me like that. I have my reasons. Is it because of your curse? Yes. I am undone. My heart is in pieces. You knew him for 10 minutes. For those that can hear the music in their heart, like I, it takes only a look to fall madly, inevitably in love. I must leave. My heart will need time to heal. Just shout already, bro. The merchant attracts all sorts, doesn't it? That one is entirely Parfait's fault. Alright, nothing to see here. Go back to work. I'm still in shock from what I learned earlier. Karma? A man? Is it not fair that... It is not fair that he is so beautiful as a woman. If the female population of the kingdom knew the truth, Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. Anise, being good, I suppose, prepared a special lunch to welcome the newest marching boarders. We have all been invited to the private dining room. Excuse me, is Lady Parfait here? Rod. Prince Rod. Perfect timing. Please join us for lunch. I only came here to talk to you, Lady Parfait. But I'm hungry and I have no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come join us. Please. I'm gonna start talking Simlish. Jesus Christ. Please, Your Highness. I've made too much, as usual. You must help us finish. Very well. A cursed princess and a cursed prince? What an eccentric collection of friends you have, Lady Parfait. I wouldn't say they were eccentric necessarily. You're the most eccentric one here, Rumpel. Really now? I sit silently in my chair. I am uncomfortable around so many people. Even when Mother was alive, I had all my meals alone, since my parents were always too busy to sit down for meals for me. The meals with Ophelia and her children were also awkward and silent. Somehow the atmosphere here is lively and friendly, even though I barely know anyone here. Is something wrong? Excuse me. You barely touched your food, didn't you like it? Dolores said this is one of your favourites. I'm just not used to eating with company, that's all. They say that sharing a meal brings the family closer together. Garland. I apologise. Closer together, huh? So have you made any progress on how to do those good deeds, princess? There's no way I'm admitting that. I don't even know how to complete one. Oh, I forgot. You're not so good on the doing good front. You are not very helpful. Why don't you ask someone to teach you how to do good? What? Well, that's not something you hear every day. As in, take some kind of lessons? If you're having so much trouble on your own, you should ask someone to give you some advice or teach you. It's as simple as that. What is this I hear? The princess needs advice? Well then, she's in luck. I happen to give the most excellent advice, and believe when I say I teach almost anything. The princess is indeed lucky, as I am available for teaching duties. No, I doubt I'd be the better choice, as I don't go about deceiving the world. Excuse me? The tension. From one-sided flirting to bitter enemies, all in the span of a few hours. The man broke my heart. Anyway, I'd also be happy to help you in any way I can, princess. And I'm sure your stepbrother would be happy to help as well. He does not look that pleased to help. I don't think I would make the best teacher for this sort of thing. I only teach others how to fight. Never mind the fact that Durin herself still struggles to be good. What? You're lucky, aren't you? So many people are willing to help you. Why? Why are you all willing to help me? That's what we do in the Marchen. We help each other. Lesson number 1. Doing good means helping whenever one can. Just let any of us know if you want our help. Trust no one but yourself. You need to not care for anyone but yourself. This is what Mother and the last few years have taught me. I've always been alone, and it's easier for that way, and yet these strangers, these people that I've only known for a few days, are so willing to help me when they will gain nothing in return. Is this the goodness I was meant to see, Father? How can I even begin to trust and care for others when I have forgotten how to do so? Am I slowly beginning to understand what I must do? Hey, chapter 2, the decisions. Decisions. Choices. The voices, give me choices. I don't see why this is necessary. Of course this is necessary, princess. You work to show you can be useful. For the last half an hour, Parfait and Delora have been debating what chores they want to give me. I cannot believe they are seriously going to make me work like a commoner. No freeloaders at the Marchen, remember? And you can't pull the princess card anymore now that you're a homeless peasant. Being demoted to a homeless peasant is not my fault. If you really think about it, it was kind of me to demote you. Stop teasing her, Delora. Auburn has had a lot thrown at her already. I am only speaking the truth. Besides, working to live is the commoner's way of life, but at least it's rewarding. But if you do nothing, you get nothing. No food, no clothes, no bed. I got more food. If you do nothing, you get nothing. No food, no clothes, and no bed. You are no longer a princess. Life here at the mansion is comfortable, and you need to work for comfort. Remember that. I don't know. He just came up and gave it to me. It's like an Italian fritter sort of thing. I don't know what it was. Alright then. What you do is your choice, princess. Do I even have a choice? Not really, no. Let's see. How about cooking duties? No way, she'd burn a salad. She could be a receptionist. Then we'd lose all of our customers. That's probably true. I'm right here, you know. Sorry. Do you have any useful skills at all? As a princess, I had servants who did everything for me. They cleaned my room, helped me dress. How am I expected to possess skills of things that I've never done? Aha. I found the perfect job for our Cinderella. It's a broom. Ta-da! She will be in charge of sweeping the mansion floors. What? Perfect. Even she should be able to do that. Could you, princess? I refuse. But look, I even put a cute little ribbon on the bottom on the broom just for you. It's your very own special broom. A princess does not clean. Hard-headed as ever. Don't worry, I have a fix for this. Suddenly the broom flies into my hands. I am pulled helplessly along as the thing begins to sweep the floors. Hydrating and stretched. Thank you. I tried to pull my hands away, but they may as well be glued to the broom. They do not budge. What have you done? You should be thanking me. I'm helping you with your duties. Delora, isn't this a little too much? Oh, nonsense. The princess is learning useful new skills. Mr. Broom will teach her everything she needs to know. If the floor is dirty, Mr. Broom will come to life and start sweeping. And it will not stop until the floors are spotless. What? Come on, Parfait. We need time for a cup of tea. But she'll be fine. A little sweeping never killed anyone. You are dreadful. Yeah, my words are not wording. Enjoy your time with Mr. Broom. Did they really just leave? Hey, slow down. The broom begins to sweep faster. Despite my process, I am still forced like a puppet to sweep the floors with grudging tendency. Look at them sparkly floors, look. Look at the little broom. It goes all happy when there's sparklies. I can barely catch my breath after that. Princess Parfait sent me to check. Oh. How lovely. It's so clean I can see my reflection on the floorboards. I'm impressed. Do not even think about stepping into this room with your dirty shoes. Goodness, I didn't know princesses could be such terrifying creatures. You are aware that the mansion is opening soon, yes? The floor isn't going to stay clean forever. Then do not open the mansion. I do sympathise with you, princess. It's difficult adjusting to the commoner's life. What would you know about that? More than you think. What? Oh. Did I let that slip? That was my mistake. Karma just smiles at me, his eyes gleaming with a playful mischief. He is definitely hiding something. My hands are red and sore from all the sweeping I've done today. I remember the salve Anise offered me when I first woke up in my room. Surely that would help somewhat. I apply it to my hands and find, to my surprise, that it's very effective. Most of the redness quickly fades along with the pain. Is this what my life will be like if I do not break my curse, forced to work day in, day out? I cannot think... Oh. Sorry. I cannot let things stay the way they are. I must act. I lie down to rest. Tiredness falls upon me like a heavy suffocating blanket. I close my eyes and feel myself shift into the darkness of sleep. Despite having slept for hours, I'm still tired when I wake. I glance back at my hands. I remember the salve effectiveness. Whatever Annie's gave me really works. I should ask her to make more. I feel like this is not the last time I will need it. I must act quickly. The sooner I break the curse, the better. The people who offered to help me are all here. Whom shall I ask for help? Who am I choosing? Who am I choosing, eh? Certain routes are locked until you complete other people's quests, stories. Because I know Waltz is locked until you do everyone else's one. And Fritz is also one as well. But he's later on. So out of Karma, Rumpel or Rod? I know who M will choose. Who are we going for? Who are we going for? Karma, Rumpel or Rod? La 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 la. You're biased. Yeah, I know. That's why I said I know exactly who you'll choose. I'm gonna pick the first one. Are we ready? If no one objects. There we go. Karma. I find Karma sitting quietly at the bar. I thought he was the picture of elegance when I saw him at the toy shop, but he's really just conceited. I walk over to where he is. Oh, Princess, you look stunning as always in your work clothing. He must be mocking me, but it does not matter. I'm here because I want you to teach me how to... Oh my god. I'm here because I want you to teach me about goodness. Not even a compliment in return? I'm rather offended. Relax, Princess, I'm just teasing you. I noticed. Now can you answer my question? My question. Can you answer your question? Answer your question. Princess, you do so wound me. This is going nowhere. Maybe I should ask someone else. Princess, wait. You made the right decision in coming to me for help, I assure you. The best people, Princess, look beautiful. The way you look outside has to match the way you have inside. How is that supposed to help me? Are you implying that I am not beautiful? Of course not. I only suggest that you smile more often. Smiling will not help me accomplish a good deed. And smiling has nothing to do with beauty. Oh dear, I'm afraid that is not all true at all. People who are beautiful oh my god. People who are beautiful smile all the time. I like myself. He's not helping at all. Don't give me that look, darling. A real smile lifts the heart and takes stress off the mind. And, well, in order to do good, you must first change yourself. Make yourself more beautiful on the outside and the inside. I really don't know why I came to him for advice. But what did I expect from such a flamboyant man? He is shallow as a puddle of water. I stare in horror at the floor. Gravel and sand are embedded between the floorboards. The wood beneath my feet is covered in thick muck. Get out of here! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Get out of here! Get out! Oh no. Stop! You got a phone call? No worries. I never thought I'd see this. The princess is actually sweeping. I say it's more like the broom is sweeping and the princess is just along for the ride. Lady Parfait, your orders have arrived. Where shall I put them? At the back, please. Thank you. I glare at Garland, who begins to move. You. Oh, you are dirtying the floor. Sorry. Carlian dashes across the floor with long steps in an attempt to leave as few footsteps as possible. This was Delora's doing, wasn't it? Is it obvious? This has "Witch having fun" written all over it. I need water. Wow, completely spotless. You are the worst. Oh, it's sad. It's got a little sad face. Don't be mad at the broom, princess. It's only trying to help. It's doing nothing but making my life miserable. Lady Parfait, I must speak with you. I look up at the witch that has just entered. She is a regular at the mansion, and according to Parfait and Delora, a good witch. She orders tea here from time to time. She has mud on her shoes. Why is she glaring at me like that? I believe it's because of your shoes, dear. I've just cleaned the floor. Oh, I'm sorry. I will clean up after my mess right away. Good. The princess is something else. I've never seen a witch so frightened of someone before. Yeah. The witch hurriedly cleans up the tracks she's made coming in before going to speak with Parfait. Even though Parfait says that Delora and this witch is good, I do not trust her judgment. Especially not when she considers Delora, who ruined my life, a good person. I put the broom back in its resting place before double checking my work. Now that I am done, I can continue to work on breaking my curse. Whom should I ask for help today? Now this is the second day. gonna do that. Who I'm guessing if we're going through karma, if we want to do karma, whom should I ask for help? Anybody but Rumple. You don't look like that guy one bit, do you? I'm guessing I'm gonna go with karma then. Yeah, we're going with karma. Since we picked him first the first time. Go back to him again. Do you want to? Does everyone want to go for the karma route? We're gonna go with karma. I find Karma sitting at one of the tables, looking out a window. You're being quiet today. What a rare sight. Oh, Princess. Oh, why would you be surprised to see me? Because it's an honor every time you visit me. Have you come for my advice? I want you to tell me how to do a good deed. My, so straightforward. What is he talking about? It's really simple. You just do something without strings attached. No, strings attached? Yes, you do something for someone without asking them to pay you back. Is it hard to wrap my head around doing such things? Why would I do something without needing to? Have you done such a thing for someone before? Of course I have, Princess. That was a long pause. It was only a thoughtful one. Right. Is that all? I believe so. That tidbit of wisdom ought to serve you well. A month has passed and I have yet to complete even one good deed. Not for any lack of trying, though. I've been asking around for advice on how to be a good person and received various answers. What makes someone good? I'd say being selfless. I think it's important that you consider other person's feelings. Patience. The ability to soothe even the most broken of hearts. Yeah, Rumple, yeah. Forget I asked. Bravery. Loyalty. You must be beautiful both inside and out. Right. Must I be all of those things in order to be good? According to Buffet, I cannot just pretend. It has to come from my heart. I place my hand on my chest and consider the steady pulse of my heartbeat. That will not be easy. I close my eyes, thinking all of the possible ways I might be able to break my curse. But in the end, my mind is blank. Mother, what am I supposed to do? A dream? Your personal feelings are nothing but weakness for others to exploit. That is why you do not show them. You only show them you are strong. Yes, Mother? You must not let false kindness deceive you. People will use niceties to trick you into exploiting your weak emotions. But you can trust me. I will never hurt you. I will never lie to you. I am all you need. I love you. I love you too, Mother. How are those lessons of yours going? I hope you're not giving anyone a difficult time. I am the only one having a difficult time. Have you tried pairing up with someone? Pairing up? Some of the people in the tavern pair up to assist each other. 2 heads are better than 1, they say. It's not a bad idea, but the problem is with her. Who is going to volunteer to pair up with the Ice Princess? She has a point. People may not glare at me anymore, but it does not escape that I am still disliked. Most of the boarders at the Marchen volunteered to help her, remember? And I haven't heard any of them retract their offers. It's only a matter of time. Stop it, Delora. It's your choice, Princess. Pairing up is only a suggestion. Would pairing up with someone really help me break my curse? What if they end up being an annoyance instead? Princess? Excuse me, Princess. I'm sorry for disturbing you, but you've just been staring at your tray and the customer is waiting for his order. Of course. Dolora has me helping Anise today. The merchant is unexpectedly busy and they cannot keep up with all the customers. Stop daydreaming. Food doesn't deliver itself. I do not need you to tell me that. I stretch out on my bed. The stiff mattress does little to soothe my aching muscles. I was on my feet the entire day, struggling to keep up with the steady stream of people that came in the Marchen. I have never seen the Marchen so busy. I roll onto my stomach and bury my face into my pillow. My arms and legs protest the movement. I refuse to live this type of life much longer. I need to break this curse as soon as possible. Why don't you pair up with someone? Pairing up might not be such a bad idea. Here we go. Yes, so there are five routes in this game. 2 are locked until you complete the other ones or do certain things. So we've got Karma, we've got Fritz, we've got Waltz, we've got Rumpel, and then we've got Rod. Yes, Rod is an option as well. I did not choose that. I didn't like this. But these I liked. I think I liked Waltz. And I think Fritz and Karma. But if we're going to go through the Karma route, I didn't like that guy. I think we're going to go through... I think we're going to go from like top to bottom. I think that's what we'll do. So we'll go through to Karma. Secret practices. Wow. 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 I can't even speak. I decide to search for Karma as soon as I'm done with Mr. Broom. Or as soon as it's done with me. He should be sitting at the bar or at a table. I find him in the usual table. At the usual table talking to Waltz, who has his hands on a box. Why, if it isn't the princess, lovely morning, isn't it? It is the same as any other. Nonsense, every morning brings new opportunities. Right, Waltz? I guess so. Every day there's another chance to be good for a good deed, princess. Right. No clever comments today, princess? I do so enjoy them. Maybe coming to Karma was a bad idea. I would love to stay and offer advice, but Waltz and I better be off. We do have to work. We do have work to do. Okay, sorry. You mean that you're going to put me to work? Work? Parfait asked us to pick up some provisions for the tavern. She asked us, but the end of it will be me carrying everything. You'd make a lady carry everything? Karma suddenly stops, then whirls to look at me with wide eyes. Oh, I cannot say that I like the glimmer in his eyes. How would you like to help, princess? I'm sure this word would count as one of your good deeds. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. Oh, Waltz, you're no fun. Helping Karma carry things does not sound pleasant, but I'll go. Truly? Oh my, Waltz, it seems I will not be requiring your assistance today. Princess, are you sure? Perhaps this might be considered good. Besides, I'll finally get to leave this place for the first time since I've been here. I am sure. Okay, take good care of the princess, Karma. Of course. For the rest of the day, Karma takes me to different shops around the town, reading off a long list and giving me the coins to buy things. I notice that the townspeople treat me nicely when the two of us are together. I do not understand why everyone likes Miss Carmen so much, but maybe it is because they do not really know him. We stop in the middle of the town and sit by at a small cafe on the outskirts to take a break. Miss Karma is still the picture of elegance. Why do you dress like a woman? Darling, not so loud. Why is this even a secret? It's related to my curse. I mentioned that before, didn't I? What was your curse again? Karma was one of the only people at the tavern who did not share what his curse was. Is knowing my curse even so important? You know what my curse is, so tell me what yours is. You dragged me around town to help you carry your things. But Princess, those weren't even my things. They weren't mine either. Okay, I will tell you, though it is very sad. I do not think a curse is meant to be a happy thing. I have the beauty's curse. It is what forces people to fall in love with me every time they see my handsome face. Is that really a curse? That does not seem awful at all. Terrible, isn't it? Now, here is the question. Which one shall I do? It's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible, it's not that terrible. Where no matter where he goes, everyone will fall in love with him, regardless. So he's attracting a lot of unwanted attention and whatnot. Which one are we going for? I'm gonna pick the first one. It's terrible. What? Most people don't agree with me. It does not make sense for a witch to cast a good curse on you. Guess it doesn't, does it? Thank you. Why is he thanking me? Yay! Still, it feels like I'm missing something. Is that really the entirety of his curse? But don't people fall in love with you when you are a woman as well? No, princess, that love is admiration or appreciation, sometimes lust. And when you're a man, they swarm to me like moths to a light. It becomes suffocating. Whom does it affect? The curse only affects women. It is a condition of the curse that they be a woman and that I be a man. It's part of the fairy tale. Which fairy tale? The one with... Oh. Kamasani stands up and points at a man selling red apples like candies. He pulls me over, insisting that we try one. I tried to bring up the subject of the curse again, but to no avail. Karma somehow manages to be distracted for the rest of the day and is able to effectively dodge my questions. Is Karma hiding something from me? Why would he? I thought pairing up meant helping each other break our curses. Does he not want to break his curse? Oh, thank you so much, Auburn. We were in dire need of these supplies. I supervised her well, didn't I? Of course, dear. He did not do anything. Princess, you wound me. It's the truth. But we had a nice talk. You avoided half of my questions. Karma lets out an exasperated sigh. That becomes a very forced yawn. I am going to bed. Day's been tiring. Please excuse me, darling. Sleep well. Sleep well, Karma. Karma walks away, leaving me alone with Parfait. He's not so bad, you know. I do not know why I agreed to work with him. Give him a chance. I did not get a single good deed today. It's not just about the act, but about the intentions. Did Karma just use me then? I'm tired. I am going to bed. Tonight I will rethink my partnership. I barely slept that night. When I wake up the next day, my body is sore from carrying supplies around yesterday. The more I think about Karma, the more my anger boils inside me. How could I have not gotten a good deed yesterday? I decide to find him first thing in the morning. I see him at his usual table, once again, staring out the window. A dark aura seems to surround him, and I notice that no one is sitting with him today. Karma? He keeps staring outside, and his eyes are glassy. Karma? Oh, Princess, good morning. It is far from a good morning. I did not sleep at all last night. What a shame. His voice is surprisingly cold, his tone rather dismissive. I was too busy thinking about yesterday. You told me that helping you would maybe help me complete a good deed. I point at my necklace, which hasn't changed at all since I received it. Do you see? Not another piece. You get pieces added to your glass slipper? That's charming. I was thinking that pairing up with you was a bad idea. Princess, did you just say that you were paired up with me? I did. You must have known. Oh my, I assumed that you were just wanting to help me. I didn't know you were pairing up with anyone. That's right, I never told him directly I wanted to partner up. Should I have? Well, it does not matter what I say anymore, because I do not think you can help me. Princess, I can't help you do a good deed. You have to do them on your own. I can present you with opportunities, though. Opportunities? We start first by thawing the ice around your heart. So even Karma is calling me the Ice Princess. At least I speak my mind and don't pretend to be someone I am not. And I do not promise things I cannot deliver either. Princess, I do believe you misinterpreted my words yesterday. That is not my fault. Patience is a virtue. Now, if you could, I would like some time alone. I did not sleep well yesterday. Didn't sleep well? Oh dear, that makes all three of us. Now, for the love of God, leave me alone. I turn around and see Rumpel appear at the front door. He strides towards the table with a confident grin on his face and then takes another seat. Karma lets out a sigh. Foul man, what are you doing here? Foul man, freak. Foul man is here. You flirt with a man once and he hates you. Is that it? No, you flirt with a man and then you insult him unnecessarily. Oh, I thought that was all in good fun. Something about the expression on Rumpel's face tells me that he is not true. That is not true at all. Are they always going to be at each other's throats now? What are you doing here, Rumpel? I couldn't help but overhear that you were looking for a partner, Princess. I thought I might offer my assistance, since I know that I can make you far happier than this fool over here. Would you like me to hit you again? Would you like me to hit you again? What is the problem, sir? I only came to provide assistance where you could not. Probably what? Rumpel turns to me, grabs my hand, and winks at me. What do you say, princess? We could be wonderful partners, and in no time at all, I swear I would have your heart aflutter. Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Before I can slap his hand away, Karma slaps him instead. I cannot help but the surprise on my face. Would you like another slap? I am in no mood for pleasantries today. I don't know how I ever mistook you for a lady. You are the most brutish man here. Got him. Slap. Slap. A slap for each cheek, darling. Would you like a third? Rumpel stamps abruptly from the table and glares at Karma. I can almost see electricity bouncing between the two of them as I stare over my head. At each other. I see Durin walking towards us with a stern look on her face. I would never hurt a person unnecessarily. I don't resort to violence. My, then that gives me all the openings I need. We can slap Rumpel or stand up for Rumpel. Now, let's be real here. We all know what we want to do, and it will be that first choice. Either slap Rumpel or stand up for Rumpel. Slap that man. We slapping him. I can't remember if that's the right choice. I don't think it is. How badly I do want to slap that man, but it is not the right choice, I don't think. Are we slapping him? We slapping him? We dushing? We slapping him? We slapping him? Okay. We slap. I lean forward to slap Rumpel from his blind spot. Both of the men turn to stare at me. I look at the red spot I left on Rumpel's cheek and wince. I don't even think I ever slapped anyone else before. My chest feels slightly heavy. Princess? You are being ridiculous. I have told you many times that I do not appreciate your flirting, and Carmen doesn't either. Such a persistent man needs to be slapped a few times. It's the right choice to you. Rumpel puts a hand to his cheek and stares at me distraught. You deserved that. Oh, right, what's happening over here? Durin comes and stands in front of us, her expression stern. Nothing, I was just showing myself out. Excuse me. Rumpel leaves. I am alone with Karma. He slumps back into his chair. After making sure that he won't do anything rash again, Durin leaves us. I leave Karma sitting there by himself and return to the front of the tavern, where Anise has more chores waiting for me. Today I have to work as a server, which is still better than working with Mr. Broom. The usual people are at the tavern, and I overhear conversations as I work. At one point, Garland walks over to the bar, and Anise serves him a drink. He looks sullen, and I watch him curiously for a few moments. Then I notice that he's staring at Durin, who is talking sternly to two drunken men, continuously clacking their bottles together at a table. If you two make too much of a scene here, you're going to bother the other customers. But the same people are here all the time, eh? We're not bothering anyone, hon. Garland looks agitated. What is wrong with him? I will not stand to have you call me that again. Loosen up, woman. You may have been a knight at the palace before, but you got no such title now. Garden stands up and I can see silent anger in his eyes. A few people at the bar look up at him with worry. I may have no title, but I still demand respect. Sir Garland? Are you okay? He looks back at us almost like he's coming out of a trance. I'm fine. Sorry about that, ladies. He sits back down, glancing once more at Jurian as he continues speaking to them. They glance at Jurian warily, their expressions more somber. Why is he acting that way? Garland's usually more composed. Princess, is something on your mind? No. I brush all my thoughts of what just transpired from my mind as I return to my work. Hours go by and my body protests to all of the learning I have to do. Even though I have to carry a lot around town yesterday, it was nice to be out for a while. Maybe I am better off helping him just to avoid the chores in here. At least that stops me from being worked to the bone. Oh, Princess, you're doing very well today. I always perform like this. But today you're delivering everyone really quickly. Do you mean to say that I don't perform well on other days? No, Princess, I only mean to say that today your performance is even better than normal. Is that supposed to be a compliment? I walk away from Anise, who stares at me sadly. If she wanted to give me a compliment, she should have said something that wasn't so backhanded. As the tavern clears for the day, I finally have time to sit down and relax. As I'm sitting there, Waltz pulls up a chair and sits in front of me. Hello, Princess. I heard from Anise that you were excellent at your job today. Oh my god, congratulations on improving. Princess? So you're mocking me now too? Princess, I think you're taking things too seriously. The intention of a compliment is to, well, compliment someone. We're not making fun of you. You are implying that I am not normally as good as this. We never said you weren't good at this. Only that you are better today. Let me give you an example. I put on a puppet show for kids. Sometimes the children come to me and say that the show was even better than usual. So the children are telling you that your shows aren't normally satisfactory? Not at all. The children always smile regardless of whether they really like the show. So as long as you're trying your best, that's all that matters. The people in the bar are always smiling when you deliver food to them, aren't they? No. No one likes me here. Maybe if you smiled, they would smile back. I'm not going to smile for any of them. I don't owe them anything. You don't need to owe anyone a smile. Any smile that isn't...
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Hello, failure. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. Any smile that isn't owed is fake. Princess, I'm leaving Waltz. I want some time to myself. I walk upstairs to my bedroom, potently ignoring the look of sadness on Waltz's face. I've been sleeplessly laying on my bed for hours. Sometimes I hear the sounds of people walking through the hallway. Who would be up at this time of night? I need to leave and get some fresh air. It is eerily quiet at night. I stop when I hear faint sounds coming from outside. What is that? Now, do we go outside or we remain inside? Do we go outside? Stay inside. We don't investigate around here. You sure? Are you sure we don't want to investigate? Are you sure? It's not bad. I know that. I know that it's not bad. So are we staying inside? We don't investigate the suspicious noises. Mm-hmm. Since it's telling me an unknown sound are always bad. Your spidey senses are kicking in. But no, there's nothing bad on these choices. There's nothing bad on these ones. Investigate. Are we investigating? How did autocorrect change go to good night? Well, I did say I needed some fresh air. No point in backing out now. Typing it as you said. I walked to the front door. Princess? I turned to see Delora looking at me with amusement flickering in her eyes. Princess, what are you doing? Getting some fresh air? It's dangerous out at night, you know. You can't just keep me inside like some caged bird. I didn't say you had to stay inside. I said it was dangerous. You might need to get your ears checked. Oscar, really just an OPP. There won't be any problem with me going out right now. Princess, you only hear what you want to hear. You can't go outside without an escort. I'm not going far. Before Delora can stop me, I walk out the front door and head into the direction of the sounds. You must be the most disobedient princess I've ever met. And you must be the most annoying witch. Delora lets out an undignified snort as she catches up to me. Fine then, we'll go on this little night stroll together. Delora and I eventually find ourselves in the forest. Those sounds, it sounds like metal against metal. Well, I guess with you being partnered with Karma, you would find out eventually. Excuse me? I get the answer to my question when we walk through the trees and come into a clearing. I finally see where the sounds are coming from. See? Not a bad decision going out and investigating a random noise, eh? Two men stand in the clearing, swords clashing. One of the men is Garland, who is poised with his sword. It takes me a moment to realise that the other one is Karma, who isn't in a dress. So it was he who was with Waltz that night. The night that they first saved her from the two guys who wanted the coin pouches. Neither he nor Garland noticed us at first. Princess, you're staring. Of course I am. What is all this? A practice session. Karma is a very talented swordsman, and he practices at night with either Durin or Garland, depending on who's not on patrol. Karma can use a sword that, well, the king told me once that only knights could have such skill. Just who is Karma? Still stand on business about not investigating. Oh, if it isn't the princess. His voice is nothing like the feminine voice I always hear from him. Karma actually sounds like a man. Oh my god. I notice him looking at me in between his strikes with a little smile. How does he remain so composed and steady with a distraction? Princess. Karma quickly finds an opening in Garland's hesitant stance, and then pins him to the ground with his sword, still smiling. To be distracted is to die, Garland. I know. The ability to see distractions and then put them in the back of your mind is one every knight should hone. You must know everything that is happening around you, but only deal with the pertinent things. Yes, sir. Karma straightens, sword in hand. Moments later, Garland stumbles to his feet and gives an obedient bow. Karma nods at him before sheathing his sword. A slow melancholy begins to creep into my heart. For some reason, seeing his sword practice makes me nostalgic, though I am not sure why. What are you practicing for? To protect, Princess. Knowing the sword is the same as knowing the shield. It means to protect. To protect? I think I remember having this kind of conversation with them before. Fritz. Backstory. Fritz. I can never figure out how to counter an opponent when they're mere inches from my face. My commander called that one of the enemy's kiss. A standoff where your eyes lock onto your opponent because of the proximity. The best way to counter that is to feint the sword in the opposite direction. It throws your opponent off balance because they're not looking. Ah, that makes sense. But the enemy's kiss? What a name. It seems so dramatic for a sword move, doesn't it? Swordplay is dramatic though, isn't it? Isn't the most effective swordplay not meant to be flashy? Princess, I didn't notice you were there. Good morning, Princess. Well, the most effective swordsplay cannot be predicted. The commander says it needs to be robust and quick. Sometimes swordplay can look like dancing though, which is why some think that professionals are flashy. That seems unnecessary. Everyone has their own methods, their own skills. All of us knights fight for different reasons as well. Isn't it to protect all of us in the palace? Well, yes, but we protect everyone in the castle for different reasons, Princess. The knights protect for different reasons. I turned to Karma, but Karma, you are not a knight. No, I am most definitely not. But since Garland and Duran begged me to teach them, I've somehow become their mentor. There is no way Garland and Duran would do that. After all, both of them were the best knights in the kingdom before they were stripped of their titles. Karma actually speaks the truth. Duran and I really did have to get down on our knees and beg for him to instruct us. What? Is Karma really so talented? So you are finally impressed with me. What do you think, Princess? Am I the picture of elegance in this outfit, aren't I? You know, I don't know why you and Rumpel fight so often. You really are very similar. Do not compare me to that fool. He has no class. Don't compare me to that Casanova. Just because you come from different backgrounds doesn't mean he has less class. So the reason you are so tired today is because you are doing these practices at night? Oh, I suppose I've been caught red-handed. Stop with the sweeties.
Okay, sweetie.
Lee, hello Lee. Welcome in, welcome in. Why does this have to be a secret? Does it have to do with Karma's curse? But he is not in disguise now. We could have been working on breaking our curses today, but no, you decided that staying up late into the night and practicing was more important. That's probably why you were grumpy this morning. Well, our protection is vital, don't you think? Garland, you were at the palace. How is it that Karma possesses more skill with a sword than you? Princess. Karma is special, Princess. He's more talented with the sword than a lot of other people.
Lizard, lizard, lizard.
Lizard, 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 lizard. And I do pride myself on being a splendid instructor. But never fear, princess, I will help you dispel your curse. After all, you did just suggest that we were still partners. Can he really help me with my curse? But how will he do that? Just by presenting opportunities. We'll try again tomorrow, darling. But for now, Garland and I have some more work to do. This time, Garland, do not lose focus. Yes, sir. The sound of sword carries through the night air, and for a long time I stand with Dolora, watching the two men fight. Karma chides Garland often, telling him that his concentration is waning. Karma is a good swordsman, perhaps even better than the Palace Knights. His nimble sword play repeats again and again in my head even when I return to the tavern for the night. Another flashback. Auburn, I've told you before that the knights the knights are an unruly bunch. But mother, they are so much fun to watch. They are dangerous. Any person with a sword has the potential to use it on you. But father says those knights are supposed to protect me. Though that they are, as that is their order. But as people, they may not be so good. Not so good? The king has told you that the knights are meant to use the sword to protect you, but you cannot trust them completely. Even though father said they would keep me safe, sometimes the people we trust in them are the most deceitful, and a man with a sword has a weapon to use against you. No matter what he says, be wary that he can turn on you. Haven't I told you before that you should not trust people? But even knights can be treacherous. Do not trust a man with a sword, he can be dangerous. Try to understand. I only want you to be safe. Yes, I understand. Chapter 4. Chapter 4. Jurian, if you don't come at me like you truly mean to stab me, you'll never land a hit. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. It's been about 2 weeks since I first saw Karma here in the forest, practicing with Garland. I have come here every night since then, though I never stay long as Karma, since I actually have work to do in the mornings. Alright, here I come. Their two swords clash and Karma laughs as he throws Julian back and taps her lightly on the shoulder with his sword. That makes 4 hits. And that one was easy. Is that the best you can do? I notice that every time Karma practices with Jurian, he's in his Miss Karma disguise. He says it's because of the curse and because he does not want Jurian to fall in love with him. Isn't he being overdramatic? I doubt someone like Jurian could fall in love with him. Be subtle and quiet. Garland tells me that you're usually good at this. I am, sir. Then why the exception today? Sir? Darling, it wouldn't happen to be because of the way I'm dressed with it. Are you still not used to it? Hit the nail on the head, have I? It's not very chivalrous to hurt a lady, of course, but logic applies to men as well. An enemy is an enemy, Jurian. Even if your enemy is a delicate flower like myself. Delicate flower? Jurian, you should hit him on the head for that. Hit him! Hit him! But Prince, he is not delicate at all. And I scowl at her. Is she laughing at me? You and Karma seem to get along. I doubt it. Oh, princess, you wound me. You always say that. You wound me where Jurian's blade could not. Seeing flashes Something flashes in Jurian's eyes as she readies her sword again. Karma stands ready as Jurian rushes at him with her sword. Their swords clash again. I wonder. Karma, your back's open. Karma turns. Jurian taps him on the shoulder and laughs aloud. I did it! A single hit. And it looks like you have a weakness too, Karma. No, it wasn't a weakness. It was the lack of sleep catching up to me. Why didn't he listen to me? He told Garland the other day that it was crucial to only listen and watch for the most important things. Alright, practice is over for now. I can see Garland coming for his practice. Karma walks to the corner to have a drink. Why did you clip it? Hello? Why are you clipping it? What did I say? Why is it clipped? Why did you clip it? I said the nail. What? Did I not say it right? Did I didn't even realise it. Yeah, okay. Talk about lack of sleep, eh? Oh, word. Lack of sleep, anyone who wants it. No. Karma walks to the corner to have a drink. Hang on a minute. I should probably head back to the tavern soon. There is something I want to see first. On her way out, Jurian gives a solemn nod to Garland. She pauses to say something to him and then looks at me, noticing my vague curiosity. I was just mentioning what a good swordsman Karma is. I have seen him fight and Karma is a good swordsman. There is no doubt about it. Yet, is practicing with him really so special? He is fast on his feet and quick with his reactions. He's an excellent person to train under, even better than most of the commanders in the palace. I can second that. Even better than Ross, remember him? The first commander we trained under? The one that punished slow learning with extra exercises? You always had to do more exercises than I did. Something about you being distracted. Him being distracted, I wonder why. I'm wiggling my eyebrows for a reason. I was watching the way you swung your sword to make sure you didn't hurt yourself. You've always been overprotected. Isn't that overprotection? Well, ready? Oh, god damn it. They both suddenly stop to look at Karma, who is smiling slyly on the side. Why does he have that look on his face? Well, that's a sign. We can't keep the commander waiting. Damn! That was a long phone call. Well, welcome back from the phone call. We are doing Karma's route. Sweet. Hydrate east. Yeah. Oh. Ayaya, ducky, beep boop. Ada beep boop. Beep boop beep boop. Beep boop beep boop. Garden shakes his head, his expression snapping back into something more serious. Yeet! Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop yeet. Whoop whoop yeet. Right. The two exchange quick farewells before Jiren waves and steps out of the clearing, leaving Garland and Karma. Bingus bongus dilly doo. You're in a dress today? Are you two really so opposed to hurting me when I'm in the dress? Or are you worried about ruining it? No? It's just so strange. You move so well, even in a long dress. But yes, Jiren did mention almost stepping on it once. Impossible. I am the picture of elegance. Of course, sir. Dingle dangle, dippity tappity doo da. Karma shrugs Garland's comment off. The two ready their swords, then get into practice. Jiren has taken over Garland's patrol now, so that Garland can get in some practice. Didn't mention. Yes. So Garland, have you told Jiren yet? Tell her, tell her, tell her. No. The conversation that Karma always has with Garland is the real reason I stayed behind to watch them practice. I don't understand why Garland answers Karma's questions if doing so makes him so depressed. It's not depressed. Will you ever say anything to her, Garland? Why don't you just confess to her already? Karma lands an easy hit on Garland, who sighs in response. Whenever Garland thinks about Jiren, he gets distracted. I do not understand his feelings at all, but seeing him remain quiet frustrates me. Jiren is talented and posed. I could never be good enough for her. Oh my god. You will never win a woman's heart if you don't compliment her looks as well, Garen. Well, she's pretty too, beautiful, and then there's me. Damn, that second option is mental. Aren't they both knights? Haven't they been training together for a long time? Definitely first option. Yes. We're doing the definitely first option. Because I can see why you wouldn't tell her is such a bad thing to say in that kind of conversation. Jeez. We're going with the just say something to her. It's rude. Yes, this one's rude as hell. We go and say something. Say something. Just say something to her. Well, all you ever do is talk about her. Even Karma says your concentration is lacking because she's always on your mind. Look at that little blush. So just tell her, if she does not like you back, then that's that. If she doesn't like me back. Confessions are hard, princess. Very tedious. You are only saying that because you're dramatic about everything. That's the very nature of love, is dramatic, darling. But enough idle chatter. Sir, let us continue our training. You're eating pizza? What kind of pizza you nomming on? I ended up staying longer than I intended. But the time I considered returning to the tavern, Garland and Karma were wrapping up for the night. I gotta agree with Karma on that one though. I have a question for Karma, so I'll wait until Garland leaves before I approach him. Chicken garlic pizza? That's a pizza I've never had. You got the chimkin pizza. He got the chimkin pizza. I have a question for Karma. If I approach him, you'll still But it's still here, princess? Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana. Banana, banana. Chicken, banana. You're still here, princess? Were you seeking out alone time with me by chance? I have enough of that every day when we run errands. I just have a question for you. You always come to the right person. What can I do for you, princess? You ask Garland the same question every time you train, and he always tells you that he cannot confess. Karma nods in acknowledgement, but his attention is on his sword. He inspects it carefully before sheathing it. It frustrates me. The eyebrows, the wiggly eyebrows. Look at the eyebrows. Look, wiggly. You're frustrated? That look of his annoys me. Oh my. Is it annoying? It is annoying, sorry. Did you want to ask me why he won't confess because you're so frustrated? Yes. I suppose after almost 2 months, I do know you a little better. You do not know anything about me. And I do not know anything about Karma either. Confessing isn't easy. Surely you must realize that the possibility of rejection is a significant deterrent. But if you never ask, you never get an answer, and the stress of worrying stays with you and ruins everything. Why are you staring at me? Is that the reason you're so blunt? Blunt? You are far more blunt than I am. You truly are amusing. You're as sharp as a knight's blade. I am not amusing. That is a matter of opinion. He really is insufferable. And yet I still come to him for advice. The scariest part of a confession is the possibility of rejection. Can you imagine loving someone and then finding out that they don't feel the same way about you? My thoughts shift to the king. My chest tightens. Princess? Karma reaches out a hand to brush a strand of hair out of my face. I slap it away without realizing. He pulls his hand back with a gentle sigh. Hashtag relatable. My apologies. No, I cannot imagine. No? Loving someone and finding out they don't feel the same way. I always knew my father never loved me. My understanding is different from what Karma is referring to. Besides, I no longer hold any love in my heart for the king. I've already given up hope on him. Right. It is a good thing that you haven't experienced a rejected love, princess. It's one of the worst feelings. Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana. Banana, banana. Chicken, banana. Karma asked to be alone, so I returned to the tavern by myself that night. Look at his little face. I might have to go struggling to keep your eyes open. Keep your goddamn eyes open. One eye blinking at one time. Do the frog blink. Do the frog blink. Eh. Frog blink. Eh. I don't know why I agree to this when nothing changes. Today I am once again out in town with Karma, running errands since we've been partners. He insists on me coming with him every day. You come back here. You come back here right now. Right this minute. You come back here right now this minute. Keep your eye open at one interval at a time. Do the frog. Do the frog blink. Frog blink. Yeah, but the thing is, as soon as you come off the stream, you're gonna be sat on your phone. I know you. I know you damn well. You're gonna be sat on your phone. Nope, you're going to bed. Sure. Literally.
If I find out you've been up since your bedtime, no, bonk. No, not being bonked. Got all the head pats. Got all the head pats. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bonk. Bonk. Bonk bonk. Bonk 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 bonk. Bonk bonk. La 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 la. Ugh. We're coming up to the end as well, actually. The nearly 10 o'clock for me. Hang on a minute. This one. But yeah. Bum, 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 bum. La, 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 la. Ba, ba. Yes, Ducky. Head pat. Head pats. Me. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be ending here. Well, we've gotten to like what, chapter 4? So we've done pretty good. We've done pretty good. A lot further than I did last time, let me tell you. I was distracted for at least 4 hours. Ended up watching like YouTube videos and whatnot. But we've gotten this far in the game, which I'm happy about. We're actually getting somewhere and not just only doing the prologue. So yeah, knock knock while we knocking. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of my stream today. Yeah, I shall see you all later. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, whatever time it is for you. Yeah, Ducky, yeah. What's with the no? Oh, but what? We Minecraft again? I need sleep, Ducky, please. Next week? Yes, next week. What have I got? What have I got? Hang on. What have I done? What did I put down for the... where am I? Hang on, I'm looking at Discord for my message. Okay, so the 17th
is gonna be Minecraft. The 18th is Limbus. The 19th is Among Us, and the 20th is Splitgate. I need to write that down. It's going to be next week. I need to write it down. I need to write it down. So, 17th. 18th is Limbus. 19th is Among Us. Among Us. And the 20th is Splitgate. And then the next week, Dark Souls was, let me see. It was Dark Souls that got voted for. And I've been specifically requested by everyone to do Dark Souls 2 and be an absolute hell with that game. So what I'll do is I'll do the, let me see, Tuesday 24th. So 24th will still be Minecraft. The 25th will be Dark Souls. The 26th will be Dark Souls again. See how far I get onto that. And 24th, 25th, 26th. So, I mean, hopefully, I might, let me see. Hopefully, I get my, my holiday approved and I might do something on the weekend. But at that time, it's going to be that for the week. You haven't played Among Us since it came out? Well, you're going to be playing it again, Dacky. Yes, I shall see you all later. That's if it's approved. I don't know if it's approved yet. So once I find, hopefully this weekend, I'll find out if it's approved or not. And it needs to be approved in order for me to do more. So I'll ask if it's been approved or not. But other than that, I gotta be, whoop, drop my thingy. But yes. I'll send out another communication for making sure everyone knows it's that day or specific days so everyone can join in when they want to. But yes, that will be it for me today. Hope you had a wonderful time. I'll see you later. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.